Hello, dear students. In the previous video, we have seen up to reading and writing of numbers. We have seen how to write the wording for 3 lakh 600, 5 lakh 4,085, and so on. That is, if the number is given in figures, we have seen how to write the numbers in words, and also if the number is given in words, how to write it in figures. That was the last class video. In today's class, we will be seeing this land of tens. So in this, there are three categories. One is thoughtful thousands, tedious tens, and handy hundreds. So let us see what these three people do. So in the land of tens, there are some special types of calculators where in one type of calculator we have only plus 1000 button. In another calculator we have only plus 10 buttons. Another calculator we have only plus 100 button. Now, okay, so in thoughtful thousands, we have only a plus 1000 button. So, we are going to see, so the question is, the thoughtful thousands only has a plus 1000 button. How many times should it be pressed to show? So, if it has to show 3000, how many times the plus 1000 button has to be pressed? 3 times, right? So, similarly, for 10,000, how many times the plus 1000 button has to be pressed? So it is 10 times. Okay. Similarly, for 53,000, if it has to display 53,000, so how many times the plus 1000 button has to be pressed? Yes, it is 53 times. Similarly, for 90,000, you put your answer in the comment box. Okay. Now for 1 lakh, 1 lakh is written as, this is 1 lakh, right? This is 1 lakh. So if you discard the three zeros, because 1000 has three zeros, the remaining digits you consider, so for 1 lakh, 1000 has to be pressed 100 times. Okay. Now, the answer here, answer here is given as 153 times. So 153 times, what will be the number that is being displayed? Very simple. 153 times 1000 is 153 followed by three zeros. And if you put a comma according to the place value system, you'll get it as 1,53,000. So in the calculator, 1,53,000 will be displayed. Now, how many thousands are required to make 1 lakh? Get the question. How many thousands are required to make 1 lakh? How many thousands are required to make 1 lakh? Okay. So, something multiplied by 1000 will give you 1 lakh, right? See, there are two extra zeros in 1 lakh. So you have to write it as 100. So 100 multiplied by 1000 is nothing but 1 lakh. So if you see here, 100 times, 100 times 1000 will give you 1 lakh. Or you can say 100 thousands are required to make 1 lakh. So you can write it over here. This is for 1G. 100 thousands are required to make 1 lakh. So we are done with thoughtful thousands. Now let us go to our next part. It is the tedious tens. So the tedious tens, look at this. This particular tedious tens calculator has only plus 10 button. Okay. So how many times should it be pressed to show 500? To show 500, how many times it has to be pressed? So you can do one thing. 500 it has to. So, and you have to press plus 10 button how many times? So, we know very well 50 into 10 is 500. Okay. So, we can say to show 500, 10 has to be pressed 50 times. Okay. Similarly, to display 780 in the calculator, 10 has to be pressed. Yes, it is 78 times. Correct. Similarly, to display 1000, 10 has to be pressed. So if you say in 1000, you should take out 10 because TDS calculator has plus 10 button. So the remaining part is 100. So plus 10 button has to be pressed 100 times. Similarly, to display 3700, to display 3700, yes, we have to press 10 370 times. To display 10,000, how many times will you press 10 but plus 10 button? Yes, it is 1000 times. So for 1 lakh, I will give you a hint. 1 lakh has 5 zeros and we have plus 10 button. Now can you guess what is the number? Yes, it is 10,000. We need to press plus 10 10,000 times. Now here it is given 10 is pressed 435 times. So the answer is 4,350. Answer is 4,350. Now handy hundreds. Let us go for the third question regarding handy hundreds. What does our handy hundred say? Handy hundred says that the calculator has only a plus 100 button. How many times should it be pressed to show 400? Yes. So 400 has 4 zeros. Means 2 zeros. 400 has 2 zeros. 400 has 2 zeros. Similarly, likewise, the plus 100 button also has, when the handy hundred calculator has 2 zeros. So you can tell to display 400 in the calculator, we have to press 100 4 times. Similarly, to display 3700, we have to press 37 times 100. So 100 we need to press 37 times. Similarly, for 10,000, yes, 100 into 100 will give you 10,000. So we need to press 100 times. Then only we will get 10,000 in the calculator. Now next is 53,000. So for 53,000, how many times will you display? How many times will you press 100? Yes, for 53,000. So we have 53,000 this way. But in 100 plus 100, you have 2 zeros. So discard the 2 zeros in 53,000. So you need to press 100 530 times. Similarly, for 90,000, we need to press. So 90,000 has how many zeros? 4 zeros. Okay. 90,000 has how many zeros? 4 zeros. So if you divide this by 100, because you're going to press 100 times, no? You get 900. Okay. So 900 times you need to press 100. For 97,600, yes, it is correct. 976 times. So, yeah. For 1 lakh again, I want you all to try and put your answers in the chat comment box. Now, 582 times is given over here. We have pressed 100 582 times. So, what will be displaying on the calculator? 58,200 will be displayed in the calculator. Now, look at this question. How many hundreds are required to make 10,000? How many hundreds are required to make 10,000? We know We know that 100 into 100 is 10,000. So 100 times 100 will give you 10,000. So 100 times 100 are required to make 10,000. 100 times 100 are required to make 10,000. Now, now let us see one more question. How many hundreds are required to make 1 lakh? How many hundreds are required to make 1 lakh? Okay, I repeat the question. How many hundreds are required to make 1 lakh? So we know 1000 into 100 will give you 1 lakh. Okay, 1 lakh is nothing but 1 followed by 5 zeros. Now 1000 into 100 is 1 lakh. So 1000 hundreds. You can say 1000 hundreds are required to make 1 lakh. Okay, 1000 hundreds are required to make 1 lakh. Now, let us see this. One more question, K question. What is given in K? Handy 100 says there are some numbers which tedious tens and thoughtful thousands can't show, but I can. Is this statement true? Okay, let us try to think. Supposing there is a number 5700. Okay, so yes, of course, we can display this 5700 in tens calculator, but we need to press 10 570 times, which is a huge number. Similarly, 5700 is not divisible by 1000, so we cannot use the plus 1000 button also. We cannot use the thoughtful thousands also. But using the handy 100, which we see, if we press plus 100 button 57 times, then within very less number of clicks, we can obtain this 5700. So we can say, yes, the numbers which are divisible by 100 can be displayed in handy hundreds. Okay. So this is the answer for A. Now, the next part is Creative Chitti. Now, in Creative Chitti, this Creative Chitti is a different kind of calculator. It has the following buttons: plus 1, plus 10, plus 100, plus 1000, plus 10,000, plus 1 lakh, plus 10 lakh. Now it has always the multiple ways of doing. So you might ask how to get the number 321. So they have given in 321. In 321, we can write 321 as 32 times 10. Okay, that is, we can press 10 32 times plus 1 time 1. So we get 320 plus 1, it is 321. What is the alternative way of writing? They have given press 100 2 times. That is, this is alternative way. Alternative ways, press 100 2 times. 2 into 100 plus 2 into 100 plus 12 into 10. That is 12 into 10. That is, we are pressing 10 12 times. plus 1 time 1. So we get 200 plus 120 plus 1. So this also will give you 321. Likewise, what they have given, this is the fourth one, Creative Chitti. Now, two of the many different ways to get 5072 are shown. So these two ways are expressed. Okay, these two ways are expressed here. So one way of writing 5000, they have given it already 50 into 100. So 50 into 100 plus 7 into 10 plus 2 into 1. This is one way of writing. What is the other way of writing? 3 into 1000 plus 20 into 100 plus 72 into 1. So this is another way of writing. Now what is the question they have given? Find a different way to get 5072 and write an expression for the same. Find a different way to get 5072 and write an expression for the same. So they have asked us to find out the third way. So very simple. So how we can make it as simple as this. 5 into 1000 plus 7 into 10 plus 2 into 1. So this will give you 5000 plus 70 plus 2, which is nothing but 5072. This is the third way of representing. Okay. Now, let us see some figure it out questions. I'll give you a hint for around 3 questions. For the remaining question, you can put your answer in the comment box. Okay. I will take you to the most, whichever you find difficult. So, I give you each one type. Okay. So, for A, 8300. So, look at the question first. For each number given below, write expressions for at least two different ways to obtain the number through button click. So think like Chitti and be creative. So 8300. The first way is you can say it as 7 into 1000 plus 13 into 100. So you can say 7000 plus 1300. So this will give you 8300. So this is one way. The first expression I have already given you, 7 into 1000 plus 13 into 100. So likewise, you can try to find out the second way. You can try to find out the second way and give your answer in the comment box. Now let us see B part, 40,629. So 4 into 10,000 plus 6 into 100 plus 2 into 10 plus 9 into 1. Okay, so this is one way of expressing. So you can find out the second way and put your answer in the comment box. Now, next one, for 56,354, I'm giving you one way of writing. So how I will give you 5 into 10,000 plus 6 into 1000 plus 35 into 10 plus 4 into 1. This is one way of writing. So 10 I have pressed 35 times. Okay. So what is the second way? That one is left for you to write the answer in the comment box. Now let me go for D part. 66,660. So what I can do over here, 66,660. So 66 I can press 1000 times. I mean 1000 I can press 66 times. Okay. So because the calculator has only plus 1, plus 10, plus 100, plus 1000, plus 1 lakh. It is our discretion. We can use anything. And plus 10 lakh. So it is our discretion. We can use anything. When 10,000 is given, when plus 10,000 is given in the calculator, in this Creative Chitti's calculator, it is our discretion. Whichever way you want to get 66,666, you can get. So here I'm pressing 1066 times and 106 times and 10 I'm pressing 6 times and 1 I'm pressing 10. So this gives you 66,666. Similarly, for E part, so this is one way of expressing. Okay, I'm highlighting all the different ways I've expressed so that it will be easy for you to identify and you can do the second method accordingly. Now, for E part, let us see 3,67,813. So 3 into 1 lakh, 1 lakh I'm pressing 3 times plus, you can say, yes, 6 into 10,000 plus 7 into 1,000 plus 8 into 100 plus 13 into 1. Plus 1 I'm pressing 13 times. So that will also give you 3,67,813. Now I want you to find out the other way of writing. I have given you one way of writing for every one of the A, B, C, D, E. Now I want you all to write the other way of expressing in other way and put your answer in the comment box. Next is Creative Chitti has some questions for you. So what are the questions? You can see down. You have to make exactly 30 button presses. What is the three-digit number you can make? What is the smallest? One is what is the largest three-digit number you can make, and what is the smallest three-digit number you can make? Now, let us assume the largest three-digit number is 999. So how it can be obtained? 100 can be pressed 9 times, 10 can be pressed again 9 times, plus 1 can be pressed 9 times. Now what happens over here is, this is the number of clicks. So the expression is actually number of clicks into button available. Okay. So here it is number of clicks into 100, number of clicks into 10, number of clicks into 1. So how do we find out the total number of clicks? We are going to add these three. 9 plus 9 plus 9. It is 27 clicks. It is 27 clicks. Okay. Now if you see here, so by alternating the number of clicks, we can obtain the larger number, larger three-digit number. So let us try to reduce this and let us try to increase on this. So 9 into 100 plus 8 into 10. Now we need to increase according. So total number of clicks they have given us, total number of given clicks. They have given us 30 clicks. So we have to press 1 according to this. So you have already 9 plus 8 is 17. 9 plus 8 is 17. So in order to get 30 clicks, we have to get 13 more, right? So we can press 1 13 times because we're going 100, 10 and 1. Okay, in decreasing order we are going. So this will be 900 plus 80 plus 13. So it is 993. So what you can conclude with this? 993 is the largest number, largest three-digit number. 993 is the largest three-digit number that can be made using 30 clicks. Now, they've asked what is the smallest three-digit number that can be made using the 30 clicks. Using the same 30 clicks, they want the smallest three-digit number. So I'm highlighting this answer. Okay. So assume the smallest three-digit number. What is the smallest three-digit number? Yes, it is 100. So if you see 100, what we can do? 10 times 10. So the plus 10 button, we can press 10 times. Okay, and we need not press one button. So you will get 10 into 10 plus 0 into 1. That means to say we get 100. Okay, we get 100 in just 10 clicks. Okay, but this is not possible, no, for the smallest three-digit number. So what they have given, we need 30 clicks and we have to manipulate. So accordingly, we will manipulate the number of clicks and we have to obtain the 30 clicks as a total. Okay, so we have to just decrease this number of times we press the 10. So supposing we say 9 into 10 plus, so how many clicks will be given will we have to fill it over here in order to get 30 clicks as a total? Yes, leaving 9. So 9 plus 21 will give you 30. So 21 times we need to press 1. So we'll get 90 plus 21 is 111. But let us also see if there is any other possibility that there is a number between 100 and 111 which can be obtained by this method. Let us also see if there is any number between 100 and 111 so which can be obtained by this particular creative cities method. So what we can do? Yes. So decrease this 8 into 10. So how many clicks are left out? See, out of 30, we have taken 8 and we have pressed 8 times 10. Okay, the plus 10 button we have pressed 8 times. Now, for how many times will we press plus 1 button? Yes, the remaining because 30 minus 8 will give you 22. So, the remaining 22 times will be pressing 1. So, 80 plus 22, you will get 102. So, 102 will be the smallest three-digit number. Okay, 102 102 is the smallest three-digit number obtained using 30 clicks. Okay, you can mention this way. Now, the next question. 997 can be made using 25 clicks. I already told. So, 997. So, 9 times 100 plus 9 times 90 plus 7 times 1. So, 9 plus 9 is 18. Look at this. You can add the number of clicks, no? 9 plus 9 plus 7. 18 plus 7, it is 25. 9 plus 9 plus 7. 9 plus 9, 18. 18 plus 7, 25 clicks. Now, we need to alternate this part. We need to alter this part. So, 997. So, they have just given, can you make 99 with a different number of clicks? They have not mentioned only within so many clicks or only within a small number of clicks or greater number of clicks. So, I'm going to show you two such expressions. Okay. I'm going to reduce this 9 into 100 plus 8 into 10. Okay. So 980 you will get it as, okay, plus 17 into 1. So if you add the total number of clicks, 9 plus 8 plus 17, you will get it as 34 clicks. So in 34 clicks also you will get 997. Okay, what is the alternative way? Try to reduce this and try to increase. 9 into 100 plus 7 into 10 plus, that we have to fill this. Okay, so we get 970. So 997 minus 970 will give you 27. So the plus 1 button we have to press 27 times. Now try to add the number of clicks. You will get 9 plus 7 plus 27. This 16 plus 27, it is 43 clicks. So in 43 clicks we will be getting 997. I hope it is clear. So I hope this video is clear. So thank you. So that's all for this video. And in our next video, we will see about systematic CP calculator. Systematic CP calculator, which is a different type of calculator. Just keep guessing. We will see this systematic CP calculator in the next class. Okay. So if you like this video, please share and subscribe and also like the video. Thank you.